Okay, let's go ahead and jump into some more Lexine's Court. Party's level 58. We've spent 13 and a half hours on this game so far. Quite a bit of time, to be honest. I think I've actually spent more time playing this game than I have Final Fantasy IV or Final Fantasy II. So that's interesting. Let's go ahead and go do a little bit of shopping. We have a lot of D, a lot of money. Um, it's magical to wear. What the hell's that mean? Let's get some new equipment on our team. Okay, yeah, dragon equipment is still the best we got there. Nothing new for you. Might as well equip that since it's better than what we got. Oh, whoops. That's not what I meant to do. I think that's the best I can do for her, if I remember correctly. We need dragon plate for you, actually. Oop. We need dragon plate for her, too. Huh, the War God's belt has the same effects as the attack ring? Okay. I guess it's pointless to do anything with that then. Oh, wait a minute. We've been here. I bought the rings that I wanted to buy and then I got out. We need to see weapon shop. See if there's any better weapons we can do. There is not. There is not. Okay, never mind. Then we just need to buy dragon knight armor for Ayase, even though I don't really use her all that much. Still. Just in case. Go ahead and equip her. Oh, damn. Melinda's attack is not very high. That's a shame. Like, Jade's isn't very high either, but Melinda also only has one weapon. Does she need the extra 600 HP? That's the question. I guess it'd probably help to give her the extra attack, or 500 HP. Yeah, it's probably best to give her the extra attack. I hate giving the accessory slot to something that just gives 10 extra attack when these guys are up in the 250 to 300 range, but she needs a little bit of extra help, so what can you do? Hello, Al. Good to see ya. You didn't miss anything major. We've just been shopping, getting our team stocked up for the stream ahead of us. So, we've got the 2 residential area people we'll need to talk to. Who's this? We need walnut bread. Oh god, we have to go back to the same lady. That debt collector in a gate is, something else. What is this kid doing sleeping on the ground? Oh no. I don't think that was meant, she was meant to turn into a doll. That's funny. We gotta go all the way back to a gate. How are you doing today, Al? We should be getting landed here within a little bit. Darkest Mustard might show up. Jack's too busy at an event that looked kind of cool, so. Pizza. Nice. What kind of pizza? Pretty overpowered for this point in the game, considering we're hitting for 1,000+ damage a shot. Ah, Costco pizza. I wish we had more Costcos around here. I've always wanted to get their super cheap hot dog and soda combo thing that they got going on. Alright, let's go to that gate. Gotta talk to the debt collector lady. I'm gonna save just in case. Oh god. I wouldn't read it if I were you. I bet you any money this letter says almost the same thing as the last one, where it was like, thank you for your payment, but next time you better pay it yourself. I'm gonna break your kneecaps. All right, back up we go. Landon really was proud of a gate because he loves having us go back there all the time. Down south. There. Down the bridge. Then for some reason up an equally long bridge. Let's go back to that lady and give her the letter from the loan shark. All right, we got the bread. See who's here. Her big sister should be back soon. Good old Landon game design. Yeah. You're going to need to... Okay. It's not... Why is this one look... This looks run down compared to the others. Oh, I guess not. It's not run down. It's these opposite. Why are you in my house? What is with Landon's dialogue in this game? Here you're the provider of nuts around these parts. Oh my god. Cookies. We need cookies. In Brawl, there was a bunny girl that was making cookies. We have to go all the way back to Brawl? Dude, that's the first area of the Landon. What the... Oh my god, I really wish he was here. I really wish he was here. Brawl? Oh my goodness. What do we have for items? We do not have magic potion. You know what? Let's go buy some real quick. I still got 15,500D, and I'm probably not going to use it for anything else. So, let's use it on this item shop. Oh, sorry, general store. Yeah, that's good. Oh, Katie finally answered in the Discord what new phone she has. She got the iPhone 15. I could never use iPhone. Just quick travel. I wish Landon had the ability to actually fully incorporate that sort of thing in here. But he didn't. But it's not his fault, because there is a teleport eventing system built into RPG Maker 2003. But they took that out. I don't know if they took it out in XP, because I haven't really used XP, or if they didn't get rid of it until VX and VX Ace, since VX Ace is just an upgrade version of VX. So yeah, I don't know when it was taken out, but it made it harder to do that whole like teleport system, like the warp spell or zoom, I should say, from Dragon Quest, or teleport from Final Fantasy. Like those just are not that easy to incorporate in the newer versions of the software, which is kind of unfortunate. Like, it's kind of funny. The different versions of RPG Maker. Oh, I'm so used to going back to a gate town that I just instinctively came back here. They still all offer something that like another version might not actually do, which makes it very interesting. Like if you ever wanted to make an RPG Maker based game, it depends on like what you want to do, but like it's not always a 100% like absolutely use this one. Village of Brawl. She's in this building. I missed this song. Oh, there she is. That was surprisingly easy. We just had to go all the way back there and get it. All right. You've never used an Apple phone either? Yeah. Never have, never will. Like, I don't hate the product, I just don't want to use them. Honestly, I think I hate like the Apple fans that like insist that if you don't have an iPhone, somehow like you are using a lesser phone. Like, I hate those people, but I don't actually hate iPhone. Like, honestly, I do not care what phone other people are using as long as they're happy with whatever they're using. It's just... Landon's enemies are so tanky. Like, there's surviving hits from my party that's like definitely dozens of levels higher. Hey, Jade got... Oh, wow. We've got a lot of stuff from that one. Jade got a level up. We're already almost level 60. That's kind of crazy. Here... Alright, now we go back. Go all the way in. Oh, wait. Bottom right. Bottom right. But we are saving the world. Okay, I don't remember where we're supposed to go next. But I believe it's here? I think it's here. Temple holds the cemetery for the city. As you might have noticed, there's a rumor that one of the graves moves. Oh, wait, no. That's, that is... not the information I'm looking for. Oh, wait, hold on. Was I supposed to talk to someone in the library? Oh my god, I lost my place so bad. That's okay. We just have to talk to people. We'll get there. We got a slab of meat, the nuts, the bread. I just have to remember what I was supposed to be... who I was supposed to be talking to. I remember I was collecting stuff for the sake of the story. And I went to the places. Alright. Whoa, what? Oh, I can walk on this? I did not know I could walk on that. That is kind of cool. But yeah, no, I just have to figure out what I am, who am I supposed to talk to next? Okay, I don't think it's in the barracks. I don't think I'm supposed to go up here, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. He's busy reading. Well, okay then. Man, everybody in Landon's game is so rude. Oh, duh. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I remember where we're supposed to go now. We're supposed to go to that restaurant, and we need to talk to the people in the way back that looked like they were in like a secret underground mafia. Now I remember. Sometimes it takes me a second to remember things, but yep. To the restaurant. We hand over the requested items. We'll inspect anything less from Landon. Never expect less. I guess this proves you're ready to take on the final tower, new railgun. Here, take the Key of Echoes. We're finally able to move on to the tower. This is it. Like, I mean, yeah, there's gonna be some more dungeons and more stuff that we have to do. But as far as like the towers, which has been like the main pillar of progression for this game, we're almost done. It's almost over. I think I'm gonna grind a little bit first before going into the tower. Let's just get everybody up to level 60. Can't hurt. One extra level. Why not? Could also get some extra money for some more healing items. You know, just be safe. These guys are actually not hard. It's just the bats. It really is. Like, I hate the bats so much. Ow. Once I beat this game, I definitely want to use what I've learned from Landon's creation, as well as everything I've learned from like general RPG progression design from the pixel remasters of Final Fantasy 1 through 6, and work on my game some more. It's been a hot minute. I've been you know, been hacking away at it, but could definitely use some extra stuff soon. I think the main reason I haven't done it yet is I haven't done anything too much, is I've been thinking about getting like a cheaper secondary laptop that I can like take with me to work that would have that stuff on it, so I could like work on it at work. But kind of not a good time for that at the moment because our work is going through renovations and stuff, so oh, come on. Missing every other attack. You guys, stop doing that. Still need a little bit more levels. Heal up real quick. Save. Probably didn't need the defense buff, but it can't hurt. Alright, just bum rush that one. Oh no, it's the Hornets. That's right. Those are the ones with the sonic wave. Oh boy. Let's try and kill these things as fast as possible. I have to wonder if they are weak to fire. I kind of hope they are. Oh god, sleep pollen. No! Put Tori to sleep before she could cast her spell. And there's Sonic Wave. I had to open my big mouth. See, I wouldn't be so opposed to all these status effects that Landon likes to add on the game if he just had stuff you could equip that told you that it resisted those status ailments and did so. Like, I don't mind when a game throws a bunch of stuff at you if it gives you the resources to mitigate those. But Landon doesn't have anything that does that. Alright. Well, let's heal up. Or maybe not. Oh, no, we're good, we're good. Nice crit. Alright, Ayase reached level... Is 6,000 HP. She reached level 59. Everybody else should be reaching level 60 shortly, which means they'll be ready to go shortly. Oh, that didn't do anything. Lexine made it. Got Alice up there as well. Oh, hey, Landon's here.
Alright, I have some questions.
Yes.
Alright. Where does Triangle Strategy, Final Fantasy Adventure, and can I just use the compilation of Final Fantasy VII for all the Final Fantasy VII nonsense?
So first question you asked on Triangle Strategy, that would be that would be a branch off of Bravely Default, like kind of the like how Octopath Traveler is a branch off of that. It'd be a separate branch off that.
Okay, so that one does a tri-split.
Yeah, and then I would say that Final Fantasy Adventure. Which one is that?
That one is the one that is part of the Mana series.
Oh,
like
that's
for the Game Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like, yep. Okay. Did we put the Mana series in the timeline at any point already?
No, you said that gets its own thing, and so I feel like this is where it like the branch happens, is wherever you want to place Final Fantasy Adventure.
Did that one come out before or after Secret of Mana? That came out before, right?
It came out before, because it's like the first one for the Mana series.
Perfect. Put that as a branch off of Final Fantasy Legend. Also, Chrono Cross can be moved to just being branched off of Chrono Trigger, because I put that in before like we started making the branches, but that would.
But it's kind of funny that Chrono Cross is like just like later in the timeline, but I can do that. The events of Chrono Cross are required for the overall Final Fantasy timeline.
I love how devoted you are to this timeline.
I started it.
It's kind of fun.
How are you doing? I see you guys are hating on my game design.
Oh, so I was making a mention of how you wanted us to, like the quest I was doing, it had us go back to a gate again and talk to the same debt collector to pay off someone else's debt again. So I was like, Landon really likes a gate. He has us keep going back to it. And then another part of the same quest line had us going all the way back to Brawl from the beginning of the game. So, yeah.
Oh yeah.
We mentioned.
Did you turn in your flowers while you were there?
I didn't. Oh, I didn't.
Dumb son of a bitch.
I'll go back there. I might as well.
My God.
Listen, I wasn't thinking about that. I was just thinking about progressing the story.
Well,
and
sometimes you gotta think two birds, one stone.
I wasn't even worried about it. It's only 800 at this point in the game. Like, if it was a high enough amount that it would have mattered, then sure. But like, I can get more than 800D from just a regular fight. Like,
well, 800Ds is something, but that's fair.
Well, let's see how many
you actually have. You can only do it once because you only have
the two white flowers.
Two white flower.
Never mind.
Yeah, so it's not really
really
worth it.
I need to buy more healing items first before we go in. What was your question, though?
I was just gonna say, did you actually finish those three minor quests? Okay.
Yep. I got a little lost because I forgot where I was supposed to turn it in, but then I remembered. And then I did that, and we are just basically prepping for the tower.
Nice.
I have actually managed to be a big boy and figure the game out on my own without you for the first 40 minutes.
I didn't say I'm required. I'm just trying to figure out where you're at. So when I start ignoring you, it's fine. Because I have to go back to working on this timeline image.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good right now. We're doing fine.
I have a cheese and beef from Arby's.
Nice. All right, we are good to go. Everybody's equipped. We got enough healing items to carry us through for a while. Let's get going. Time for the 5th tower.
Did you see that I had already started the
I did.
Timeline?
That's why I had made the mention of Chrono Cross, because I had remembered, I was like, when I see Landon tomorrow night, because he said he was going to work on it, I was like, I had it in my head, I was like, I got to remind him to move Chrono Cross. I might not always seem like I can do it, but I can remember things. Ooh, Monolith
My
Echoes.
God.
Interesting music choice. Actually, hold on. I know there's probably nothing, but I want to check around anyway. Just our warp point here. Here we go.
Yeah, that one wasn't insanely huge of an outside area.
Ice Boar Echo. Oh god, everything's Echo. Of course, that would make sense. It is the Monolith of Echoes.
You got it, folks.
Ah, she didn't even start with enough TP to use Spirit's Blessing. What a shame. I'm gonna take another look at that image that you had started on.
Oh yeah. The other one, is Final Fantasy VII proper, and then it cuts into Final Fantasy VII, like all the nonsense, or does like the nonsense of Final Fantasy VII loop back around at some point into the main?
Legitimately, I'm trying to think if that does have an impact on anything. No.
Like, do you want the newer Final Fantasies, the sevens, to show up later for some reason?
Not really, because, like, I mean, if we were to incorporate the later mainline Final Fantasies, I guess Final Fantasy VII Remake would be, like, looping around toward, like, out of Final Fantasy 15, but because of the way that they're structurally similar to each other. But that would mean we would have to add Final Fantasy 15 to this.
Well, we don't have enough room to go back.
Yeah, so
past Final Fantasy 10. So
yeah,
there's no more canonical Final Fantasies after Final Fantasy 10. 10-2.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Final Fantasy 7 in the main timeline, and then it's just going to do a branch to
one of the sides.
What is called the... It's going to... Yeah, compilation of Final Fantasy 7, which is literally everything Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah. I mean, if we wanted to be particular about it, we could put compilation of Final Fantasy 7, and then after that, the remake series, because that is...
The remakes are technically part of compilation of Final Fantasy VII. It's like everything in the Final Fantasy VII world is referred to as compilation of Final Fantasy VII. As far as what I was seeing through Wikipedia and its sources.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. All right, never mind.
Yeah. All right. And then when did Fortune Street happen? Because all I did was the Mario RPG.
Fortune Street is a separate branch off of Mario Hoops 3-on-3.
Oh, okay. So,
and then
that ties into Dragon Quest.
Yes.
What I would do is I would have Dragon Quest as its own separate timeline that branches into that at some point, and then branches back out for fun.
Tower key.
Jade's almost dead.
Yeah. We got particularly ganged up on, so healing once wasn't quite enough. Oh yeah, don't forget to branch Final Fantasy IV off into After Years.
Oh, add After Years?
Yep.
Okay.
Jack's gonna come back to this like big timeline of Square Enix RPGs, and he's just gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Well, I started working this after you left on the stream.
Yeah.
So literally, I ignored what was happening in Uncharted for the most part.
Oh no, I was up for a while. I remember you said you started working on it, and then I went to bed, and
yeah. But at first I was like typing it out.
Yeah.
And then yeah.
I had seen. Did I see? No, I woke up to see the image.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's heal people up. And restore some MP. I told Al this earlier. You know what's funny? I've spent more time on this game than Final Fantasy 2 or Final Fantasy 4.
That's sad.
This Prism Tower. Mirage Tower. Yeah, because I've only spent...
Well, actually...
I spent, I want to say 12 hours on Final Fantasy 2. And I spent, I want to say 12 to 14 hours on Final Fantasy 4. But not 15 because my profile says 10 hours or more on my Switch. So I know it's not 15 hours yet. I guess I'm not surprised about Final Fantasy 2, but I am surprised about Final Fantasy 4. I forgot how short Final Fantasy 4 can be. Sweet. Go down this one. Wait, do I have any tower keys? Ooh. Got a long walkway. Mimic.
Hey, look, it's actually a mimic and not just a fight.
Not just a random fight, yeah.
Yeah. See, I did it, folks. They gave me 5 Arby's sauce packs.
How much do they normally give you?
Normally they ask me if I want any, and I say none. Because I don't need them. Actually, sorry, no. They gave me 3 Arby's sauce packs and 2 Horsey sauce packs. So I guess I just am going to, tomorrow morning, I'm just going to be sucking down on Arby's sauce packs. While we're in the middle of the stream.
Hell yeah. God damn it, not another mimic. At least they're actually mimics this time.
True.
I'll heal up there. Go down this way, go up the other way. It's a mostly straightforward area so far.
I hope it stays that way.
What do you mean you hope it stays that way?
I don't know.
What do you mean, Landon? What do you mean?
It's just some cryptic nonsense. Don't worry about it.
Ooh. Oh, that did nothing. Never mind. Thief of Old Echo. It's quite a tough tackle. Jeez.
Well, you're on one of the last major boss fights, or like dungeons.
You know, I just find it funny that you have some physical moves that have the same name as like some Pokemon moves, and like one of the weakest moves in Pokemon is like really strong in your game.
Just fucking kills.
That's the Magikarp enthusiast coming out of you.
Hell yeah, brother.
It's more defense. Oh, thank you.
Damn, now I have to move everything because we removed Chrono Cross. Alright, I'm gonna have to... Oop. How was work today? Did you work today?
I did not.
Okay.
I was gonna say, were you asking me? Because I don't work on Fridays.
I always forget because you used to work Fridays, right? Or did you didn't change that? It was...
No, you're right. I did used to work Fridays. Yeah. I used to work Friday to Tuesday, and I shifted into Saturday through Wednesday.
That's what I thought.
It has been a while, but that was exactly what I used to work. So I mean, considering how busy we've been, I'm not surprised you remembered my old schedule.
My brain was just like, it's that. That's the one, I think. Maybe. Okay, so... And then this is gonna go there. I think it's silly that Bravely Default is technically just straight down the line if you think about it. Of all these Final Fantasy games.
Yeah.
In fact, that's how I'm, like, having it set up now. Because I'm switching where some stuff is. Since I had to remove, Chrono Cross.
I'm telling you. In an alternate reality, the Final Fantasy series continues into 4 Heroes of Light as the main Final Fantasy. And then we get Bravely Default. And that's just where we continue from there. There was no Final Fantasy 11, Final Fantasy 12. I don't know what you're talking about. What are those games?
This absolute revisionist's history.
Yes.
Of Square. Obviously, I'm here for it.
Passionately here for it, too, considering you're making the whole timeline. About to erase modern Final Fantasy from existence. Except for the remakes of Final Fantasy VII, I guess.
Technically. Those are the only things that get a pass.
And only because they're getting grandfathered in with whole effort that started way before it was even thought of existing.
Part of me really wanted to put the Pixel remasters at some point.
Oh god. Then we'd have to talk about the GBA remakes, the DS remakes of 3 and 4.
No, it's literally just like part of like the main story is it just goes original Final Fantasy 1, Mario Hoops 3-on-3, 2, 3, 4, Mystic Quest 5, 6, Chrono Trigger 7, 8, 9, 10, the 4 Heroes of Light, Bravely Default, Bravely Second End Layer, Bravely Default 2, Pixel Remaster.
Oh my god.
Okay, now I get to put in all my little arrows.
It's gonna be such a mess once we start adding in Final Fantasy Adventure, Final Fantasy Legend, the Mana series, and then Dragon Quest Monsters, Pokemon.
Well, Final Fantasy Adventure's in there. You said Final Fantasy Legends?
Yes. That... I'm not sure where Final Fantasy Legend exactly would come, because I don't remember when it came out originally.
I'll look it up.
I think it's after 3 before 4. So, like, you could just, like, do a branch off of 3? If I'm not mistaken.
Final Fantasy Legends, so the stuff that goes into the Saga series.
Yeah.
The Final Fantasy Legend came out originally for the Game Boy in Japan in 1989.
Oh, that's before 3. That's after 2. So yeah, I guess
so it gets a slot in the main timeline.
Oh goodness.
Although I like how Final Fantasy Adventure, which came out probably around the same time, is like after 10.
Oh wait, you put it after 10?
Well, you said it branches off of the 4 Heroes of Light. And Final Fantasy 4 Heroes of Light is after 10. Adventure came out in 91.
No, I was saying that Adventure would probably come after Legend.
Oh well, when I originally asked, you said after 4 Heroes of Light.
I meant Legend. If I said if I said 4 Heroes of Light, I meant Legend.
Okay, well that changes a little bit too.
Yeah. Wait, what?
What?
I could have sworn I got a tower key, but I can't unlock any of the door. What the fuck?
No, it showed that you had a tower key, I thought.
Yeah, I do have a tower key. Why won't it let me unlock any of the doors? Is that am I not allowed to unlock those doors with it?
Let's find out.
I guess we're grinding, boys. Al said, man, this timeline's complicated.
Yeah, it is.
It's only gonna get worse.
We're just gonna slowly add shit to it. Okay.
Now, granted, when I say that Pokemon comes after Dragon Quest Monsters, you don't have to put the whole Pokemon, like every Pokemon game. Just Pokemon is enough.
Oh, well, I haven't gotten that far yet. Okay, so Monolith of Echoes. Which floor are you on? 2?
I will have to wait until after I get out of this fight to tell you, because I don't remember.
Oh, I see. You... that door does not open with a key.
Oh, those doors open with switches. Okay.
They open after you, like, do a certain other task.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So, nothing's messed up over here yet.
Yeah.
We're good. Okay. That's what I feel.
Yeah, no. They're tied to other progression is all.
Guess I'll just need to find another door to go in.
There should be a door.
Oh, I forgot to check which floor I was on before.
You were on floor 2. I found it.
Okay.
This dungeon is, like, pretty easy for me to navigate as long as I can see part of it. So
I was gonna say, yeah, no, this has felt like a fairly straightforward dungeon. Oh, stop bullying Alice. I want to try and find the next door to go into with the tower key, and then probably save and take a break.
I just need to see where.
Oh, paralysis. Oop. I am going backwards.
Yeah, you're going.
And then that other one just leads down to the room with those switches. So, 1 floor 2.
So yeah, does that upper one does that down? No, does that downstairs not lead you somewhere?
I'll double check because I might not have gone through every path yet on here. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was like, no, there should be a door for you to open. And
well, I
go
know
back
there is
up to
one. It was
floor
just a
2.
matter. It was just a matter of where it was.
Yeah, I was like, sure.
There it is.
And then yeah, from this one, you get access basically to the rest of this floor.
All right.
To floor 2.
I'm just gonna go ahead and get through this fight, go up those stairs, and we'll take a break.
Hell yeah.
I was gonna say, the last stream, I just realized, went by flawlessly with no issues at all. So I'm hoping that we can go 2 in a row. That'd be
all right.
cool.
We said Final Fantasy, the Final Fantasy Legend happens after 2.
Correct, yeah. Because that's when it came out.
And then Adventure branches off of that.
Correct. And those each have their own series that they lead into.
So wait, does Legend branch off of 2, or is it part of the main down the middle?
Honestly, I think we could say Legend probably goes between 2 and 3. Because I mean,
okay, there's a second branch that leads off to the Saga shit.
Yeah. So there'd be one. Yeah,
okay.
there'll be one branch that leads off into the Adventure and Saga and Mana series, and then a different branch off of Legend that goes off into the Saga series. Correct?
Okay.
So.
But as long as Mario Hoops 3-on-3 is part of the main timeline, that's all I care about.
I just figured it probably made more sense to have it in the middle because it was like, well, I mean, 4 Heroes of Light's on the main timeline, so...
Yeah. Okay.
It's like they're like close enough related to the games they're nearby, but, you know, not so that they're not like branching off into a different timeline, but they are so weird they start their own timelines. Alright, we are gonna go ahead and take a break, so we will be back shortly. Probably about 8:20-ish, 8:25 latest, and we'll go for another hour, see how far we can get. Probably beat this and Tower and start on whatever comes after.
Yay.
Alright, let's get back to some more Lexine's quest. How was everybody's breaks?
I pissed. So it's pretty good.
4 for one and 1 for another. You and your weird switch part.
Before I get too set on this, I'll just wait a damn patient man. Where does Final Fantasy Tactics takes place?
That...
And does that also lead into Triangle Strategy? There's a dual branch that leads into Triangle Strategy.
Hold on 1 second, because I think... Okay, so I would say that Tactics... So here's the thing. Tactics is set in the same universe as Final Fantasy XII.
Oh.
If we add in Tactics, we are adding Final Fantasy XII in.
What if Triangle Strategy led into Final Fantasy Tactics? Getting rid of Final Fantasy 12 entirely. That doesn't have to happen.
No, because the thing is that Final Fantasy Tactics would also need to tie into Final Fantasy VII because it has Cloud in it.
Oh.
So...
Okay, so Tactics doesn't exist in this revisionist history of...
It's like, this is too complicated, I'm out. No Tactics.
No Tactics.
Yeah, because the thing is like, so like, if we look at how... If I was looking at your thing right now, it would be Final Fantasy VII on a separate branch, branches out into Tactics. Tactics then goes down really long arrow by itself into 12. Another arrow would point to Triangle Strategy.
Which is coming out of Brightly Default.
Yes, exactly. It would be a mess.
Beautiful.
And that's not even counting the fact that you would then have to make another branch off of Final Fantasy Tactics for Final Fantasy Tactics Advance.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna start drawing some arrows.
Landon's like, nah, we don't gotta do Tactics. I'm gonna just do something else. And then, because of the fact that it's so closely, like, gameplay-wise and, like, presentation-wise tied together, you'd have to have another arrow pointing upwards, like, back towards the beginning of the timeline from Tactics, for Tactics Ogre. So, suffice to say, Final Fantasy Tactics would create a gigantic mess. Come on. Everybody was poisoned that time.
Okay. Um...
How much of this timeline do you want ready for the next time Jack and you stream?
I mean, that's going to be a while, because that's, like, Tuesday. So...
You're like, I'm going to be done by then.
I mean, I have to edit a podcast, so... So no, but yes.
I have a feeling I'm probably going to end up finishing Super Mario RPG pretty quickly.
It's a pretty short
Yeah.
game, so I would not be surprised.
I'm 3.5 hours in and I've already got 3 of the 7 stars. So I'm probably a good, like, at least a third of the way through the game. So, like...
And I'm not, like, shitting on the game, but it's a quick, like, the original version was quick, and, like, they just kind of, like, streamlined a bunch of stuff with the remake. So, like...
It goes it goes by a little bit quicker.
Yeah. Okay. So, the Final Fantasy side is done, unless you can think of literally anything else. Actually, I might flip some of this. Just to make it, like, easier in the long run.
I don't think there's anything major that we could add. But like I said, the only thing that we could try to add would be the tactics mess. That'd be about it.
Yeah, I'm good.
Landon is standing firm on that.
I'm gonna do, like, one thing where I'm gonna move some stuff out of the way, and then I'm gonna work on the Dragon Quest side.
Landed. We could connect EVO Search for Eden to this timeline.
Jesus Christ.
Because it's an NX game on the Super Nintendo. So you could just splinter it off of, like, one of the Dragon Quest things. This is great.
So Orca is up there. Adventure, and then Lana is there. Okay, and then question.
Yeah.
Does anything from the Enix side of it ever dip into something like Chrono Cross?
Question, I'm trying to think.
Because if there's, like, bridge games, I'm trying to, like, move everything to one, like, the other side if I know it's not going to. But, and I might have to do the same. Yeah, I'm going to do the same with Super Mario RPG. It's just going to be on its own. It's going to be on the other side. Cool.
I don't...
But, like, Fortune Street's in the middle. Okay, so then Chrono Cross is going to go onto its own side. or onto the left-hand side.
Yeah, because there's, I mean, despite being the same parent company now, I don't think there's a whole lot that connects, that intersects between Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy, like, on a close enough level. Unless there's something that I'm missing that I'm not thinking of. Especially not a particular game in the series.
Yeah, nothing I know off the top of my head. So Chrono Cross is moving on to this side to clean up some space.
Al said very convoluted. Probably more in response to when I was talking about tactics earlier.
Yes. Yeah, no, that was, but yeah. The statement stays just as relevant. Okay. And then I just need to move 10-2 over.
I like how for Final Fantasy 10-2 is the end of the line.
Well, technically, the way it's written is Final Fantasy X-2 is an off-branch of Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy, the Four Heroes of Light, is part of the main timeline.
But you yourself said that's just Bravely Default 0. That's not a Final Fantasy. So
you'll see how I have it set up.
Or if we wanted to stylize it like the rest of the series, it would be Bravely 0.
Bravely 0. Wish I had just like it's like an arrow, like I would on Paint. You know what? I'll save this separate on Paint and then add in like the straight down arrow.
Oh, you don't have a brush and GIMP to do an arrow?
Not just like by default. I just have like a bunch of trash. Oh, I have this like weird block thing. Let's see if it works well. Oh, it's just huge.
It's huge.
Yeah, no, it'll be cleaner if I do it separate. Okay, so now Dragon Quest. I will handle some of the Dragon Quest stuff.
Yeah, you're more knowledgeable on that one than me.
So we're going to start with Dragon Quest 3. Because if we're actually going with the timeline,
oh goodness,
Dragon Quest 3 actually happens first. I mean, that's not a lie. That actually happens first in the timeline. Because it's a prequel of Dragon Quest 1 and 2. Which is why they're doing the Dragon Quest 3 re-release. They're doing it first because of that.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, we've been doing stuff mostly chronologically, but I mean, if you want to do 3 first, that's your prerogative.
Yeah. I'm in charge of that side.
You are in charge of that side.
Besides, the Final Fantasies themselves don't really Unless, like, it's the same number, don't really, like, have a, like, coherent story, do they? Or does Final Fantasy II, like, is that a direct sequel?
It's not. So the only thing that's really known to connect is that Go-Go from Final Fantasy V appears to have made it his... It's implied that the Go-Go from Final Fantasy V got sucked through the interdimensional rift and into Final Fantasy VI as the playable character Go-Go from that game, because just of like story implications. So there's an implication that 6 is directly after 5, but there's no concrete proof. There's no official sources that say this. And then there's also Gilgamesh from 5, again because of interdimensional rift shenanigans, appearing in later games, and it being pretty known that he is the same Gilgamesh from the previous areas, and he has the memory of being on those separate journeys. So wherever he pops up afterwards is almost confirmed to be after wherever he was last. But again, nothing concrete. And also, the next time Gilgamesh pops up prominently is after our timeline even ends, so it's not important.
Okay, so then, and 5, there's nothing between 5 and 6 anyway,
Exactly,
so we're fine.
So, yeah.
So technically, we are doing them chronologically-ish.
Yeah.
It's just with Dragon Quest, there is actually, like, Dragon Quest 3, 1, 2, and 11, like, are all actually connected. They take place in the same world.
I mean, at least to your point, like you said, they are literally re-releasing releasing the remakes in that order. So like you will have some sort of official release to point at and say, hey, that came first. That happened.
Yeah.
So all good. Oh, that's right. I came back.
I will have to make this bigger. Oh, I'm gonna do something silly though.
Oh God, what are you gonna do?
I think Fortune Street has mainly Dragon Quest IV characters in it, if I remember right.
Ah, so it would be Fortune Street into Dragon Quest IV, and then Dragon Quest IV would be pointing from another part of the Dragon Quest timeline.
Yeah.
So 4 would be slightly separated from the rest, but
or I just make another game feed into it as well. We'll see. Actually, no. It has characters from Dragon Quest 8. Dragon Quest 4. Dragon Quest 2.
oh, okay. And there you go.
So it's a little all over the place.
So you could
Bianca's
just do,
in it, who's from 5.
I was just gonna say you could just do an arrow pointing from 2 into Fortune Street, and then 2 would be going backwards up like 2, 1, 3. towards the top.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so then yeah, I think Fortune Street, yeah. It'll be Final Fantasy, Mario Hoops 3-on-3, and then there's a branch into Fortune Street. And then on the Dragon Quest side, it'll be Dragon Quest 3, Dragon Quest 1, Dragon Quest 2 with Does Fortune... Oh, okay. No, I've got it. I know how I'm going to do this. Yeah, I think I've got this. Talking about something that's going to be convoluted.
Yep.
I'm going to do it.
And then you know what? I just came up with something stupid.
Uh-oh.
Alright, you ready? Hear me out. After the Mana series, you spin that off into Legacy of Goku. It's the same kind of game.
That has nothing to do with it. It's the
same kind of game.
It's not even a fucking.
But you're right. They
Square
don't,
Enix.
Yeah, they don't even have anything. That's like we could make an argument for like Pokemon spun off of Dragon Quest Monsters. We cannot. Like that's a little too far out to be doing like Legacy of Goku.
It's funny though.
It is funny. No, if we're just sticking to actual like Square involved stuff though, I think one of the Dragon Quest monster raising games would spin off into EVO, Search for Eden.
Okay.
Because it's a similar premise, it's just you're in control of the creature. And it's an action-oriented game instead of turn-based, but similar premise and it's still an Enix title.
Maybe I do want it from that.
Hey, there you go, Jade. Get that crit. Damn, Ayase's MP is really low compared to everybody else. Not that MP is all that much of an issue for any of these characters anyway, but...
Sure.
Just found it to be an interesting observation. Okay, let's go up this way this time. A tower key. Getting near the end of the tower, I think.
Oh, no, you're not.
I'm not?
No. No.
Oh, no.
Have you done Have you gone to, like, one of the other sections yet?
I remember...
You would know what I'm... Have you lit up any of those orbs yet?
Not quite yet.
Okay, so yeah, you're not even close.
Not even close. How far down the tower did you do that part?
Well, you'll understand.
Wait. Making your dungeons just a bit on the long side.
This is like the main, like this is like the last of the main big ones. Like it's the last tower.
Fair. I just hope it... I was gonna say, I was just hoping, because you said that there are a couple more like main dungeons after this. I was like, I hope they don't get progressively longer.
No. The next one is about as long as the mines, I believe.
Oh, okay, that's...
And then the one after that is like, it's smaller than this. And then the last area is really short, actually.
Oh, okay.
It's just if you do any of the side quest areas, that's where it can... Some of those might get a little bit on the bigger side, depending.
Well, we're going to try to do some more of the side content. I was going to go back to the lab once we hit a high enough level, because we definitely were not strong enough to take on that area. Particularly the boss. Like, we were able to hold our own against the mooks, but that boss fucking wiped us.
Yeah. I think it's meant to, like, yes, you can access it before you do this tower, but, like, you really want to, like, at least be able to clear this tower first.
Well, hopefully we'll have gained enough levels where we can easily take on the lab afterwards. Oh my god, that blind... Party-wide blind again. Okay. Takes out one of them. Alright, crit, that's good. Alright, nice. Nope. Okay. This is where I was really left off at.
Okay, I'll stop messing around for a second and see where you're at.
We are at this section. Longs for the glow of an orb. That one's locked and I can't do it. These are all orb related. But the room with the orb, that had the orbs in it, I couldn't, or at least the one with all four of them lined up, I couldn't do anything about.
Yeah, hold on. Pull open the project. Let's see what's going on.
I'm sure there's somewhere I just haven't gone to interact with something that I need to quite yet. It's just a matter of finding it.
See, that's floor 5. Ah, okay. See what that requires.
Okay. We definitely got a lot of D.
Good. You'll need it.
I bet. Damn it. Okay, I guess we're locking in and fighting these guys then.
Oh, that's... okay.
Damn. Stop doing that. There we go. I keep getting too many encounters and I can't progress. I might not actually be able to finish the dungeon tonight. Alright, let's do another save. Around 15 hours in. I think I'm going back down this way to check on something. Because the other way... Oh, you know what? I didn't do the one that requires one switch.
Okay.
Okay, now I gotta figure out... I gotta figure out which door that is tied to. Yeah, because I did the door that was that you needed 4 for switches for.
But just not that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? It's possible that that one that was locked in the room with the 4 paths that are tied to the orbs, that door might have been the one. Because I had to just go around and get a tower key to unlock that door to get that switch. That required I go along that path and like go down a side route. I'm gonna check on that room first, and then we'll see. Damn, this thing's got mad defense. Alright, armor break. this way.
It's there.
I think oh, wrong way. Gotta go down the other path. Alright, cool. We run away from those. Okay, go up there. No! Okay. So that door is tied to the 4 of those getting... Okay, so there's got to be another door somewhere that I'm not remembering. That should be opened now. Not that one.
Just a chest.
Goes up to... That just leads to an empty chest that I've already opened. These again. Okay. Try going around this way. No! Is there anything that I would have to come back down this way for? Should I just...
I don't think so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like I've been everywhere on this floor. Oh my god!
Where does this lead? 9:15.
Damn it.
Is this 9:15? Yeah. So that leads you straight back to that.
Oh!
Ah, there you go. Now you have something.
Okay.
That's what you were missing. I was like, there's something.
Now I can go to the room that has the 4 orbs lined up and use that on the proper one, open up the door, and then start progressing. Okay.
Yeah, and so something about this, you should be able to warp, where there's a pad of carpet, essentially.
Yeah, I saw
that acts as a warp
used it.
pad to the 4 doors. Yeah. Or the room with the 5 doors, technically. But yeah.
Okay, we're moving along. Oh, you know what? I think that there was a door on the way to that chest, and I think I had skipped over it. And now, because I did that other one, I came back and we're good now. Let's do recovery 2. I know this is probably much later than when he actually said it, but Al said can never have enough D. Okay, level 65. Alright, let's go back. Go. This way.
It's floor 2 that you want to be on. Although I think if you just go through this, you'll be able to Yeah.
That's where I was going through.
Okay.
That's not the Grimleon. Not the Grimleon. Maybe up the top. Okay. Excellent. Whoa, we got a cutscene. Interesting. Got a little bit of the all the worlds are a stage trope in here. Like it. We're going... Oh my god, we have to go back through all the dungeons. Oh, Landon. Okay, hold on. There's a thing over here.
Yeah, like I said, you weren't very close.
It's stuck.
There's buttons further down.
I had a feeling. I was just let me explore the damn map.
Let me talk to Al.
Oh. Well, all he said was lull.
I know, but I'm whispering to him. And you're just here to listen as I talk to him.
Yeah, sure. You can twist it that way.
And I just did. Thanks. So, just to completely change the subject, I've read over the scenario we're going to be playing I've done a full read through, and then I'm going through and like reading sections over again, and I have a pretty decent idea of how it'll all run. So
Gonna be interesting.
I have to go back to eating chili and farting.
Oh my god.
My lord.
Is that
savage?
Is that really the kind of channel we are now for streaming?
I guess so. I think that's what Al's here for.
Mukbangs and farting.
I didn't even eat chili while we were recording.
Well, he demands that you start doing it. Yeah, you made this area freaking massive.
Thank you.
You could say it's super massive.
Supermassive games.
Down over to the other side. No! Leave me alone. This is why I keep getting lost. The fights take so long that I forget where I'm going. Oh, wrong way. Oh my god.
They just had a guard.
There's the one. It's also stuck. Never mind. I guess we go talk to the other one.
It'd be funny if it was stuck.
Oh my god. Oh, this one wants a paralyzed breath. There we go. Get you any money? Oh, nope, never mind. I was gonna say, you would do it so that, like, you'd have to go to all the way to the spot near the 2 orb pillars, then come back to this one in the center. I'm kind of surprised you didn't do that.
I'm not completely rude.
You find Tower Key. Sure, we'll fight these guys. Well, then I'm not sure I'll be finishing the dungeon tonight. Depends on how fast we can get through these pieces of previous dungeons. Oh,
I mean, when were you thinking of stopping?
Closer enough to the current time that I don't think I'll be able to get past all 4 of the areas that are ahead and whatever's after that in the remaining time.
I would say get through this and then call it a stream.
I don't like when Alice is frickin' confused. My god, there's so many switches. God.
And at this point in the game development, I learned about this button and switches.
I can tell. Oh my god. Oh my god! The other way. Life up. Oh boy, 50 whole HP.
Well, it was free.
Where the fucking thing am I supposed to put then? Oh my god. Really? Come on. Please, come on.
Jesus.
There we go. That one. What's the other one all the way around the corner? Really? The fucking rats couldn't let me escape.
The 2 rat echoes. I mean, 3 wisps. That's a lot. 2 rats? No way.
I really wish there was an item or something that just lowered the encounter rate. There we go. That one.
That would mean I'd have to know how that works.
It's literally an option you can put as like an item.
Nope, I don't understand.
It's the simplest thing.
No.
Oh.
And this game is held together by gum and shoestrings and a paperclip.
And a paperclip. Is it the same paperclip that powers the KJ Papper?
It is actually. It's required. Which is why this is the only game that's ever actually been developed for it, because I couldn't actually figure out how to make other games function if the paperclip isn't there.
I like how you had like broken down a science to the supposed KJ Papper way back in the day. You were like, there was these tubes that you
that have crystals.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be on crystal in the future, folks. Yay!
How fucking big? Oh my god! How fucking big brain would you feel if there was like some crystalline media?
I'd feel vindicated.
Okay.
We did it. The monolith of echoes.
Original tower, but they are pretty close to them. Certain features are reused. At the end is the Tower Master. Oh god, and we do have to fight her again. Alright. Let's see if I can get the right... Not that one.
I can look this up.
Right. Water instead.
Yeah, she doesn't have any weaknesses to ice.
Going off that Pokemon type chart. Fortunately, that is just Water 1 and not Water 2. Is that even in this game?
Water 2?
Yeah. I'm just gonna stick with Nuclear Plus.
No, there is not a Water 2.
F in the chat. F in the chat, big boys. Don't actually need to use this ever. I wish there was a party-wide status ailment heal. There's not... Our offense isn't very high, so at least we're good with that. Okay. Still nothing out of those two. I'm gonna do that.
I don't know why I didn't put in one. A party-wide status effect heal. Because there's Cure in Cure 2. But there's no, like...
Cure all or something.
Yeah.
There we go.
Feels like something I would... Like, that would be in the game, but oh well.
Oh well, indeed. Fine. Damn it. Honestly, everybody's healthy enough. We can just... Fuck it, let's throw some extra damage. Nice. Back-to-back crits. Let's go, Jade.
At least the triple attack, you get TP off of every hit, and not just off of, like, the single action.
Let's do life. And you... fuck you, sir. Okay, ma'am.
Well, you were able to take out most of what
healed.
They had healed.
Speaking of which, is there a recovery 3 or similar? I forget if we talked about this one.
Recovery 3 or heal 3?
Recovery 3, because...
No, recovery 2 is the highest.
Oh god. My party-wide heal is starting to fall behind the actual HP totals of my party. Like, I can only really heal like 1,200 to 1,500 per person, and everybody's got like 5 times that. Okay.
That was definitely not supposed to happen there.
I was going to say that was supposed to happen. The teleport was supposed to happen after the, she said that, not before. Oh well. Doesn't look like it's done any harm. 921. Let's see if I can make my way to the next spot. But I got the...
What are you looking for?
Did I not get anything to turn on the another pillar?
No, you can... I think you should be able to access If you go back to the floor with all of the orbs, one of the doors up above. If you go to, and then go all the way. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Doing even more little extra work. Alright. One switch does the trick. Okay. Let's try that one. Not that one. That one? Yep. Cool. No! My God. Can I please leave? A tower key? That's not what I thought I was gonna get.
What did you think you were gonna get?
I thought I was gonna get the next orb thingy. Echo.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh my goodness, you are... Another tower key! Laying in this dungeon is madness. There we go.
Now you can have it.
This dungeon, honestly, is like the Crystal Tower and Dark World levels of long from Final Fantasy III.
You're welcome.
No! It's not a compliment.
I'll take it anyway.
God damn
Thanks.
it. God damn it. You would? Well, let's make our way back to the orb room and at least park ourselves right outside the next portion. We'll call it a stream.